Hey everybody, welcome back to Off the Hook Outdoors. I am Ted, your host. Today I'm heading down to Ohio for the first time in a few months to prep my tree stands, get some cameras out, and trim up some vines or some branches, whatever we need to cut out, and go dump some minerals and stuff like that. I'm just getting my Fiskars pruners here. Awesome tool to have. And yeah, I'm all ready to go. I'm gonna meet Bob tonight. I'm heading down to meet him. We're gonna get some wings for wing night, and then we are gonna get prepped tonight for tomorrow. We're gonna get up in the morning. We're gonna let the deer settle down in the morning because the mornings have been a little cooler. So we're gonna let them get to where they're going to, like moving around, and let them bed down. And then we're going to grab the side-by-side and we're going to go up on the lease. We're going to pull his camera, dump some corn. We're going to go over to my spot on the lease, and we're going to pull, I'm going to pull some corn up there, along with some sweet feed and some minerals, some Redmond trophy rock and things like that. We're going to be putting out, and then I'm going to be putting cameras up. And then that'll be situated. And then heading back to PA tomorrow. So, all right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed the video. Alright guys, we're in Rural King. I am going to get my stuff here. I'm going to get my corn and my victuals for the deer. And I'm going to probably get something else too. I don't know what I want to get yet, but I always like to buy stuff at Rural King, one of my favorite places. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, we came to the corn. 50-pound bag, $8.99, which is still expensive to me. I remember when it used to be $5 something. But I'm going to get a couple bags of this, and I got to get some sweet feed. So, all right, we're going to go look at the hunting owl as well. I always like to go visit that too. So, all right, we'll be back. What do you guys think? You think my wife Sue would be mad if I came home with some chickens? I think she would. Eventually, I'm going to have some chickens. All right, guys, so they got bows. Bear archery. They got some Killer Instinct crossbows, crossbow cases, barnets. They even got some trapping stuff here as well. All the trapping scents and traps and all kinds of stuff. They don't have, I guess they don't have dog proofs here, but they got the Raccoon Delight. All right. Bunch of stuff here, a lot of stuff for archery. Got your rages. So we'll see what all they got here, guys. Very cool store, one of my favorite stores. Alright guys, so I got the corn, the sweet feed, I got some other minerals, and guess what? Rural King is not charging taxes until the 14th of August. So you get tax-free purchases at Rural King. So make sure you're going to your Rural King and buy stuff, and you don't get charged tax until the 14th. Just wanted to put that out there to all you guys. Good morning, everybody. It's about 7:30, and we are got the ATV. We're loading up some sweet feed, some corn, and some minerals. We're heading up to my stand. I got 3 cameras we're going to put up. I think I'm going to make a mock scrape up around that area as well. And Bob's getting some water for his watering hole. So I'll show you when we get there. All right, we'll be back. right, guys, well, Bob dropped me off at my spot. I got my corn, my trophy rocks, got my cameras, and I got my clippers. As you can see right here, guys, that's a path that used to be wide open, but it's grown in, of course. I knew it was going to be grown in, but I'm going to go up to the top of the hill first, and I'm going to throw out a trophy rock, and I'll put my camera on it, and then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to put out my trophy rock and my sweet feed and stuff like that. So stay with us. All right, guys, so my stand is right in that tree right there. It is thick in here, guys. I had my old camera up right on that little tree right there. So I took the camera out. I actually forgot it was out here. So I don't know if we got anything on it or not. But I have my vine right here hanging from a rope. And I'm gonna put my stuff right there in that opening. And that gives me about a 20-yard shot, but it's super thick in here. But I'm not gonna cut out anything right now. I'm gonna dump my minerals, put my trophy rocks up, and then I'm gonna go down below and do the same thing down there. But down there, I'm gonna cut out a little bit because this is like my secondary spot. So I'm not gonna cut anything out here, and I don't need to this spot. And this spot and up on top are my only shots really. So I'm not gonna cut nothing out here because I do have a good shot. There's some greenery in here, but I'm gonna leave it all the same. I'm not gonna disturb anything. I'm just gonna put my minerals here, put a camera on it, and I'm gonna get out of here. So, all right, guys, we'll be back. All right, guys, it's warm. I'm glad we're doing this early, but I got my camera up. We're ready to go. Got the minerals right there. We're good to go. So I got the trophy rock, the crush rock on there. I got a rock, and we'll see what happens. So we're gonna get out of here and go down to my other stand. We'll see you in a bit. Whew. All right, I just got to my stand, and I pulled my other camera that's been here since I shot my deer, and I swallowed a bug. So I just had a little bit of a coughing episode, and being that my nasal cavity's busted up, it was very, very hard. So I finally got situated with that. So, but there's my stand. Is right, you can see it right there. It's up like behind this like little cutout. See that little right in there? That's my stand. And let me show you. I got the trophy rocks, the sweet feed, and the corn, and I'm putting it right here. So I'm just taking a break for a second, and then I'm not gonna put my mock scrape up here yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm coming down in another 2 weeks to pull this camera, and then I'll put a mock scrape up with another camera on it. So yeah, because I gotta cut out some limbs and stuff like that, and like today I don't have a ton of time. Like if I was down here for like 2 days or something, I'd do that, but I didn't even bring. I brought my pull saw from Fiskars. That's all I brought. So I'm gonna nip out a couple branches, but I'm not gonna cut a path in here yet and put my mock scrape. I'll do the mock scrape in 2 weeks down here. So, and I'll put that right over there. It worked last time like a charm, so I'm gonna put it over there. I gotta order my Jinx some Sense as well, so I wanna have the misfortune. I wanna have the buck urine, so I can put it in there. I gotta get some dabs as well. So, all right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, so there is my trophy rocks. I got my corn and my sweet feed out, and then I have my camera set up right here, overlooking that, and we're about 10 yards away from that, shooting downhill, and my stand is right there, and it's about a 21-yard shot to that. Now this is all thick in here, guys. That's a big bedding area, so they'll be coming out of this way. That buck came from right over here last year. He come up and went this way, then he come over here, and I shot him right about here. So hopefully we do it again this year. We'll see what happens, see what we get on camera, but it's really thick in here right now. So I'm gonna come in here in about 2 weeks, pull my camera, and get the intel. So we'll see what happens, guys. All right, we'll be back. All right, guys, so this is the view from my stand. We got that thicket in front of me. And then down here, I got my food, camera, and everything right there. I got a shot over here once I clear that bush out right there. But I got a shot there. I have a shot to the left of me. And then to the right, or straight out ahead, I have that. I got that all the way out to that tree out there, so that's about 40 yards. I got about a 40 or 50 yard shot down the hill once this branch is cleared out here. So, but I got this little bowl pretty much covered, and if anything comes down off of the path that I come in on right there, I got an opening right there as well. So that's about it, guys. All right, I'm gonna wait for Bob here, and then I am going to get out of here. All right, guys, well, we loaded up again. We got Bob's stuff in here. We got the corn. We got his stand up here. You can see the field that we're in right here. He went over to dump some mineral out, and this is the spot where he's getting Goliath, that real big deer from last year. We call him Goliath. It's funny because we were looking at the antlers last night, and that deer, if you look on my video, the deer that I passed up the 8-point over here 3 years ago, we think that he is turned into the Goliath. So that just tells you right there, when you pass up those deer, those mediocres, like open borderline deer, what they can actually turn into. So and you can tell because it has a G2 sticker and it has a curve on its right antler. It's really, or on its left antler. It's really neat. So but yeah, that just goes to show you, I passed that 8-point up 3 years ago, and last year and this year it's a giant, and then we call him Goliath, and hopefully he gets a chance at him this year. There's a lot of nice bucks over here this year, so looking forward to see what he has on his camera. All right, guys, well, there is his stand right there, and 20 yards away we got the trophy rock right there. You can see the trophy rock, and we outlined it with some corn. So now he's starting to put out the food, the actual hard food, not the minerals anymore. Minerals are kind of irrelevant, but a little bit of an attractant, but the corn is what they're going to love. So really nice spot here right off of this field. Pretty awesome. When did we set this up? 3 years? 4 years? Was it last year we put it up? Last year we put it up, so.
I think it's first year,
yeah.
But I might clear out right here.
Nip those branches. I wouldn't, them branches right there would probably be good to nip out. All right, guys, so we're done with this spot. Now we're gonna go 2 more spots and dump out some corn and pull camera chips. So we'll be back. All right, guys, so we're at Bob's second location, and you can see the feeder. He has a low feeder here so he can fill it up. And I want to show you something, guys. It's like picture perfect, like textbook, what you want to find in the woods and utilize it. Really neat here. And his stand, he's going to put a stand up in that tree over there, right there. Where's it at? Right there. He's putting a tree stand over there. So, all right, let me show you this. All right, so this is a old stump with the trophy rock on top, and we've got corn all around it. And then just letting that trophy rock sink into this stump, and eventually that stump will be gone. Pretty neat. All right, guys, we'll be back. Here's what the trophy rock and the crush rock can do. This used to be, we just started this a couple of years ago, and look how big that is. We usually put the rock right there, and when it rains, it melts into here. That deer, you can see all the prints that are in there. He's got his camera, he's checking right now. We've always put it in something like logs and stuff like that to make sure that it's, we're gonna check and make sure that there's a lot of pictures on there, and then we're gonna add some more to this. So, all right, we'll be back. All right, guys, well, that's it. We hit all of our stands that we wanted to hit today. So we are going back, get undressed, cool down. It's warm out. I'm glad we did it early. and then we are going to eat some breakfast. And I'm going to pack up my stuff. I'm heading back to Pittsburgh, and then I'm going to get all my gear loaded up, and I'm heading up to the lake. So if you're watching this video this long, I appreciate you sticking with me and watching the full video. If you get a chance, please share it out. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And also put your notifications to all so you can be notified when we upload new videos and do giveaways. So we're going to be doing a lot of hunting content coming up here soon. It's that time of the year where I transfer over from fishing to hunting. So if you enjoy hunting, please make sure you click that subscribe. Alright guys, well, like I always say, take a kid fishing or hunting. We're going to preserve our sport and pass it on to future generations. And we will see you.